Hello and welcome to our third tutorial of how to build your own very cool calculator. Now we need to add an equals button here. We just make our calculator a little bit wider, then we put this a little bit down. So we add another button because in my thinking we had forgotten about the equal sign. So we draw our button here, just right here. We can make it bigger so that it can fulfill there and here, and maybe we call it the equals button. Then we can go to our text. Instead of button 17, we put the equals, and then we come here to format, bold, and then we make it about 48. Okay, that is too big now. It's too big for, okay, that is Kawa. Cool. Maybe we need to drag this a little bit, just down. So yes, now we need to change these buttons and we give them appropriate names. And we shall start with this, and we shall call this button, we go to the text property and we call it 0, right? And then that will remain 1, this will become 2, and that is how easy our work becomes because we have planned for it. And our calculator, this will become 3. Our calculator will look just amazing. So this will become 4. You can even go ahead and change the command button for the readability of the code so that you can easily understand which button actually you are working with. But for the instance of this tutorials and time, I will not dwell into that so much. Maybe I'll create another tutorial for it specifically for that. Now we have 7, and then we have 8. We have 8, then lastly we have our 9. Where's 9? We click on it. You click on the button, you look for the text property, and we name it 9. Because if we didn't duplicate the buttons, now meaning it will be hard for us to now start giving the properties and making sure it's equally or the same as the one above. So it would make our work a little bit hard. So now, as we can see, we make this multiplication. It's just as easy as that, and this would be the divide button, right? So we make it the division button, and then we have this. It will be our, let's say, clear the screen. We shall call it SC, and in this case it will be a little bit bigger because of the font. So we just go above here to the font property and reduce it by about to 26, I think, and that is okay now. And here this will be our decimal point or the full stop. So we go to text and rename it, because now we had our calculator in our mind. We knew exactly what we are building, and this would be our calculator. So let's try running it. For now, it is as good as nothing because it is just a dummy calculator. When you click on the buttons, they are doing nothing. So right now, in the next tutorial, we are done designing our user interface. So we're going to get into the code, and I'm going to be showing you how we add the commands and the code to these buttons, that actually when a user clicks on 5, they are able to display number 5 on our screen. So this is for that in this tutorial, and maybe before I end it, I need to rectify some other issues. Now you realize that when we run our program by debugging, by clicking on the green button, a user can maximize, and it kills our design. The calculator becomes a little bit awkward and bad, and in this case the user still, when we run the program, has controls to the edges. They can make it big or any size they would wish to, and this is not good at all for our program. So we need to deactivate some of these controls, and let me show you how to do that right away. So what we do, we go back to our program, and then we click on the form. We make sure that the form is a highlighted selection. Then we look for the borders, form border style. You see this, the property? So you click on it, and we want it 3D fixed or fixed 3D. Now by this case, when we run it, the user is unable to change or move around the edges of our program, but still the maximize button is still working. So what we do, we also look for that property of maximize box, right? We click on it and we make it false. We change it to false so that our user has no power to change the design of our program. And in this case, when they try to maximize it, still we are perfect and we are good to go, and our buttons are deactivated. So this is it for this tutorial. Keep in touch. I'll be showing you more how to insert code in these buttons. Stay tuned for our forthcoming tutorial, how to insert the code button that when a user clicks on it, it is able to depict that number 1 is what the user or the client has clicked upon. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Wait for the 4th tutorial. And this is your boy Ssendi Samuel from BBC or Business Computing Year 1. Yeah. See ya.